Hi, my name is Mariette Abraham, CEO and founder of Kina, the hub for data and insights in personalized nutrition. And today I want to talk about text analytics, what it is and what you can learn from it. A recent study showed that around 3.3 billion people will use at least one social media platform every single day. That means there is a huge amount of data being generated every single day. In fact, a recent study showed that every single person generates about 1.7 megabytes of data every single second. That is absolutely huge. And this is data generated from your wearables, sensors, data that you're sharing online, communications, blogs, articles, all of these kinds of data that's available online. But how do you make sense of the data? How can you make sense from this huge volume of data that can be found online and that we are generating to be able to act upon it? And that's where text analytics comes in. So text analytics uses a technology called natural language processing, or NLP for short. And this technology is able to analyze text-based data in a very short amount of time for you to be able to get insights from it. So what can you learn from text analytics? Well, there's a few things you can learn from it, but what we use in Kina is what I'll go through today. So the first thing you'll learn is sentiment analysis, or what you can do with it is sentiment analysis. And basically what that means is you are able to understand how people are feeling about a specific topic or product or brand, using the words that they naturally speak in their language. And so sentiment can be positive, it can be negative, it can be neutral. The next thing you can learn is topic modeling. So here you can understand which topics are people talking about. Are they talking about food? Are they talking about exercise? Are they talking about wellness? Are they talking about gut health? And so this narrows down the scope of what you are looking at into specific topics and helps you to then be able to generate content or recommend products or even develop products from that as well. The next thing is keyword frequency analysis. So here you can identify and analyze how often a specific word or keyword appears. And this can be a keyword or a phrase. And so this also gives you insight into how naturally written or spoken language appears, and if you can identify any keywords, that gives you a clue into the kinds of phrases and keywords that people use to describe certain aspects, like a headache or something like that. And so that gives you also great insights into what may be content to generate from that as well. And the next one is network analysis. Now, we love this one as well, because what you are able to do from the topics that you identified and the keywords that you identified in the analysis is then to understand what are the connections between these different topics. So do people who talk about gut health always talk about back pain at the same time? And so you can make these kind of associations to understand how do people in their way that they think and the way that they speak or write connect different topics to each other, or are describing the problems that they experience or their interests by connecting specific topics or topics that may not be naturally connected to each other in a very, very easy way. And so what can you do with the outcomes or the analysis of these 4 different ways that I've just told you? Companies use it to, for example, use product recommendations. So if you think of Spotify or Netflix, they use what you like or what you engage with and the comments that you make to say, okay, this is a positive sentiment, and therefore people who are like this kind of a product or brand also like this kind of brand. So that's how product recommendations are actually used. The next one is you can understand how topics resonate with people. So is wellness a hot topic? Are recipes a hot topic at the moment? And so you can then develop new products and services based on the topics that really, really resonate with consumers at the moment. And then the final one is you can also identify consumer segments. So, for example, it may not be based on, age, for example, or gender, but people who read Forbes magazine and also like to do home cooking or eat meal kits, once a week. These are kind of customer segments that you can build based on the kind of words that they use, the topics that they speak about, and with that information, you can then create specific customer segments. So in my next video, I will explain why text analytics is important in nutrition and health. I hope you found that handy, and I'll see you on the next video.